Today's video is all about creating high-end projects using brand new items I am seeing out at Dollar Tree right now. So many new good products to keep an eye out for, including these gorgeous speckled planters, pot hangers, and new glass candlestick holders that you don't want to miss. So please hit that thumbs up button and let's get on into it. Okay, it took me a few different trips to the Dollar Trees, different ones, to actually find these specific planters. I had been seeing other people finding them and I just loved them, but once I saw them in the store, I thought they were just as stunning as I imagined them. So I go ahead and grab a couple of them, as well as one of the newer glass candlestick holders, and I'm going to be stacking these up on top of each other. So I place the candlestick holder down in one of them, and then for the other one, I'm adding in the styrofoam, removing the tags off of these gorgeous hanging greenery picks, and then stabbing them right into the top. My styrofoam did become a little bit loose from the hot glue that I originally added, so I did add some more hot glue and then decided to wedge it in there with some just wrapping paper that I usually keep if I go to like TJ Maxx, Home Goods, or Hobby Lobby. So go ahead, stick that in there. It holds it really nice and tight. Covered that up with some Spanish moss, and I love the fact that this is so long and hanging, and whenever I put it up on the planter, it's going to hang over the bottom one too. So I do have to trim it in the end because it is so long, but I just hot glue these two together and then fill in the bottom planter. You could use more greenery. I just added in some more Spanish moss, but this piece come together so gorgeous. Exactly what I thought I wanted. You could even put a larger planter at the bottom, but I just thought these were too cute not to display. But I think this is a really fun project and adds so much greenery just in time for spring. So Dollar Tree added some wooden beads to their new macrame plant hangers, and I completely love them. I think they are perfect. That adds so much detail to them and not just look like everyday macrame, which I still loved the old ones and use them for so many things. So this will just be fun. I love changing up the look and not having everything match in my home when I'm using the same Dollar Tree products. So I picked up one of the black speckled planters and then putting it inside of this little plant hanger. A tip here is if you do hot glue the string to the bottom, it holds it in place. It's easier to get on, but also when you're adding the plants, it doesn't keep rocking back and forth and messing up the center of your string at the bottom. So go ahead, just adjust the sides, add in some greenery. I love all of the options right now. This is eucalyptus, but it is longer and it kind of hangs down some, so it's going to look so pretty coming off the edges of the planter. It is almost time to decorate for spring, so you could add some colorful flowers in here to add some color decor to your home. I love this as is and feel like it gives a high-end look. I love doing projects just like this, making them look more high-end, and I genuinely love learning new techniques or little techniques on how to make something look a little bit more expensive instead of just crafty. And if you're anything like me, you love learning new creative things all of the time. That's why I've been spending more time on Skillshare lately. It's a creative learning platform with thousands of classes taught by real creatives, and I love that it's all about actually making stuff. You're not just watching, but you're putting your new learned skills to the test. I took a class on Modern Embroidery 101 by Kathleen Lyons, and what I loved most about it was how practical it was. It wasn't overwhelming. I could pause the video, try the technique, tweak it, rewind it, and honestly, it sparked so many ideas that I could actually apply towards my own crafts that I already make and learn so much more than just doing a basic stitch, which is pretty much the only thing I knew when it came to embroidery, but there are so many better ways to make it look more polished. So it was so much fun taking this class and learning more about it. So if you've been wanting to try something new, maybe create digital art, learning how to bind your own books, or just create a hobby that gets you from swapping scrolling on your phone to actually creating, Skillshare is going to be perfect for you. It's being productive, but it's still fun. The first 500 people that actually use the link down in the description box or scan the QR code that's up on the screen will receive a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Skillshare so you can start creating something new, learn a new hobby, and just have fun being creative. All of that information is down below. Make sure to go check that out. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump back into crafting. Alright, I know I keep talking about the Dollar Tree crates, but they're just so good. I love this small one. You can pick it up for, I think it was $5, and then the little bit larger one is $6. But if you pair those with these little wooden cubes, they make the perfect little feet. Now, if you want to paint this or stain this and leave the feet like a wood color, you could glue them on later. I just went for it, went ahead and added these on there, and then decided to stain it all together. Okay, so you guys know that I hate using stain in the craft room. It's just so smelly and hard to work with, and it is so hard to wash off of your hands. So I like to mix up just paint and water. You can use any type of paint that you have on hand. I have this apple barrel paint. This is in the melted chocolate color. It goes on really thin when you add the water to it. It gives that stain effect, lets the wood grains show through. And I try not to paint it perfect. You can go over this with a little bit of sandpaper at the end, but I really didn't want the rustic look on this. I liked it to just look stained. Go ahead and paint over the entire thing. Let that completely dry and then style it. I had this smaller crate setting in my crafting stash, so I wanted to put it to good use. I also picked up one of these mini little beaded frames, and I thought this would make the cutest little tag on the front, give it the perfect little decorative touch, and just a different way that you can dress up crates that you already have, or that you're finding out at the store that you really like. So go ahead and paint this one black, let it completely dry, and then adding this little tag to the front. If you were going to be organizing or using this to actually hold something in there, you could write a word on there. That would be really cute. But I didn't have anything specific. I just kind of wanted to set a plant in here and just make it more decorative purposes. So I had these fun little Dollar General flower stickers. So I stuck that on a piece of craft paper, stuck it inside of the frame, and just glued it to the front of this. It's exactly the look I was going for. I love that pop of wood against the black and the coordinating flowers. Just popped a little plant right inside. It had the black vase, which worked perfect for this and looked really cute displayed. Something that caught my eye right off were these very decorative vases. Now, I know that a double-walled vase is super popular right now, and they're really easy to make. It just looks like one vase inside of another, and usually the inside vase is decorative or has a different shape than the outside container. So I'm also pairing this one with one of these like wider Dollar Tree Plus containers. This one was $3. And pretty much just hot glued it down into the center to hold it in place while I put some rocks in there. Now, they had different sizes of these vases as well as different designs, so just pick the one that you like best. I grabbed one of each so I can use these on different DIYs. Attach that in the center with some of this black rock filler, and then I just had to add in whichever plant or succulent I wanted to, but I feel like this gives it a high-end look. Adding the rocks just gives it more texture and dimension, something really fun just in time for spring. I was so impressed with these candle holders. They are the perfect shape. I know so many times we take a regular candle holder stick or a candlestick and put under a container, but this one actually looks really good how it gets bigger at the bottom and smaller at the top. So I am pairing these with two of these larger vases or candle holders that I found at Dollar Tree. Now, these are in the Dollar Tree Plus section, and I did pay $3 each, but this is going to make it look so much more high-end than using a smaller glass. So the first first thing I knew I wanted to do was actually paint the bottom black to make this look like it actually goes together and it's not just clear. So I love to take my painter's tape and put a row of it at the bottom, and then I use that as a spacer and then wrap it around the top. So you do have to try to work with it a little bit to get it to go around the vase, but after you get the top piece in place, then you just pull away that first little layer that's just kind of being used as a spacer, and you can paint this. But then I'm taking some black chalk paint and just painting this, letting it completely dry, and then doing a second coat. And I know a lot of people worry about paint scratching off of glass, but when you use like a thick chalk paint, if you do let it completely cure overnight, it seems to last really good for me. These are pieces that I'm going to be using in my bookshelves or bookcases by the fireplace, but I feel like these look so good. They look paint dipped, it makes them look higher end, and then they're ready to put on that candle holder. Now this is going to be a set that I'm going to set together, so one of them I'm just putting on the candle holder. But after I pulled my paint off, the paint wasn't 100% perfect. It was on one, and I would have used that one as is. But the second one, it had a couple of little flaws where I didn't get it perfectly straight. So my perfect secret to cover that up is just to take any ribbon. This is like a gorgeous satin velvety ribbon that has two different like textures on it. So I think it looks really high end, really fun. Just glue that over it. No one's ever gonna know. And then just use your favorite adhesive here. I'm just opting for hot glue to be really quick. I do re-secure it with a little bit more hot glue around the edges. And then these are ready to go. You could pour your own wax in here. I decided to use these candles that I found at Dollar Tree. They're $1.25 for these luminescent candles. They already have the little batteries in there, so you don't even have to worry about popping any batteries in there. And these are one of my favorite. I feel like they look so nice. I know I did a video with larger candles, and I'll put that link down below, but these worked perfect for the smaller containers. Alright, so back to layering this canvas with some peel and stick. I found this canvas that was really dreamy. I feel like it was neutral and looked really, really pretty in my opinion. So I wanted to apply it to this wooden background. So I am just taking some of this peel and stick paper that I found at Dollar Tree that has like this wooden dark texture. I just love this. I feel like it's one of my favorites that they have out right now, and it's easy to match together. So I originally was going to do this on a canvas, but peel and stick doesn't stick directly to a canvas very well without adding some extra adhesive, so I didn't want to mess with that. I just decided to use this wooden square. It was the same size as the canvas I wanted to use, so no big deal, but try to get these to match together, and then just placing the canvas right on top. You cut away the extra peel and stick, and then take a piece of sandpaper or a sanding block, and you want to pull the peel and stick away from you, or pull the sandpaper away from you so that it drags it over the edge, gives you a perfect edge every single time. This once again turned out really, really cute, something to add depth to it, make it have a little bit of contrast, so your canvas doesn't get lost in like your light wall colors, paint colors, or like if you set this on like a white bookshelf. Alright, so these lanterns caught my eye at the Dollar Tree, and I thought they were beautiful as is. You could throw some candles in there and be ready to go, but the DIYer in me wanted to really dress these up and go a step further. I have been loving pressed flowers, but sometimes they can be a little bit colorful and not really match all of my decor. So I found some pressed leaves and greenery. I found these on Amazon. I'll link them down below. But all you have to do is add some clear Elmer's school glue, or you could use Mod Podge, but I do like the clear because I get more of a crystal clear finish than the milky Mod Podge finish, or it just seems like it leaves more of a textured finish. But for this, I just paint on the clear glue about as tall as I want to put the little flowers or the pressed leaves, and then stick the leaves on there. I just like to spread them out and use different ones, let them dry, and then do a second coat right on top. I really have fun with this, use all the different styles of the greenery, I do pull off the hard stem. It seems like at the bottom of the leaf, the stems get a lot thicker and hard to glue down to the glass container. So I do kind of break that off, just use mostly the fragile top piece and just kind of scatter these all throughout the glass. I stuck with leaving it kind of at the bottom just so it'll really show up whenever I put a white candle in here, but I thought these were gorgeous, exactly what I was going for. I'll definitely be making some more of these to gift. After you pop these back in there, after they're dry, I cut the tags away and I get that perfect pop of gold, also tying in the greenery. This matches my other decor so perfectly. It's definitely a DIY that I'm obsessed with. Thank you all so much for checking out today's video. If you want to give Skillshare a try, use the link down in the description box or scan the QR code up on the screen. For the first 500 people that click the link or scan the QR code will receive a 1-month free trial to try out Skillshare today. All of that information is down below. Don't forget to check it out. Once again, thank you all for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Happy crafting. Bye.